The microphone's working. All right. If somebody out there is able to watch this and you're able to type anything in the live chat, now would be a good time because I have no idea if we are live, people. Anyone? All right. Have no idea if this is working. Coach Galbraith, if you could hear me, type and send me a text message that says hello, please. All right. So I think we're live. I'm getting text messages that we're live. We only got 90 seconds to spare. No big deal. Everybody, welcome to Bob Tisdale Field out in Deming, Washington. We got a special treat for you this evening. It's first time in history of Nooksack Valley and Mount Baker football. We're going to broadcast a junior varsity game. If anybody was able to tune in on Friday night, saw a very entertaining game between the varsity teams in which Mount Baker came out on top 26-0. But now you're going to see all the kids that you didn't get to see play Friday night, and you're going to get to see some kids that you did see on Friday night, if that makes any bit of sense, because when you go to a small school in northern Washington and you don't get the required number of plays, varsity, you get to play JV. So hopefully this works, because we're going to get ready and get started as Mount Baker is going to come out on, looks like we're going to take offense first from the 30-yard line. Looks like we're going to do the same thing that we did on Friday night, everybody, where there's going to be no kickoffs, no kickoff return. We're just going to, the other team's going to take the ball at the 30-yard line, and we're going to get rocking. Had a little technical difficulties to get started, as usual. I promise there won't be a hot mic incident tonight. But Mount Baker is going to be led out by junior quarterback number 14, Landon Smith. In the backfield, we got 44, Brady West. At the tailback, number 21, that's going to be Willem Maloli. Split down below, number 81, that's Wyatt Pettigrew. At the wing, number 12, Tyler Kettner. And I'll play catch-up as we go. And with the first snap, we're underway. Ooh, Landon Smith with the keeper up the middle, and that's going to be a first down run. Little trickeration on the first play. Actually, they're going to give him, looks like they're going to give him about 13 yards. That's a good first play by the Mount Baker Mountaineers. At center, you got number 55, Jordan Hughes. The two guards is going to be, we're going to have number 58, Drake Pinky on one side, number 74, Jesse Harward on the other. At one of the tackles, we got Jesse Collins Dyke. I pronounced it right this time. And on the near tackle, we got freshman number 77, Devin Campbell. First and 10 for the Mount Baker 43-yard line. Nooksack Valley shuffling a little bit on the defensive side. Landon Smith under center with the snap. He's going to drop back to throw the ball. He's got Wyatt Pettigrew with the complete. He's got it. Goes out at the 25-yard line. Nice pitch and catch by Landon to Pettigrew. Pettigrew's a 6'1", 161-pound junior. He's got some hops and some speed, everybody. He's a track guy. He also does high jump, triple jump for me. Good play. Coach Pattison coming up with some interesting things. Wasn't going to expect from the Baker Junior varsity team. Smith under the center from the 29-yard line. They're going to hand it up the middle to Brady Smith. Brady gets met, keeps the feet churning. Nice tackle by Nooksack. Got a little bit of a gain, probably about 5 yards. Let's see who was in there. Big number 52, that's John Stremler. I think he was in on that. I saw a 7 floating around in there. 27. I don't have on my list. Thanks, Coach Bartle. I'll try and get the best of what I can for the Nooksack lineups, but My request for an updated lineup with numbers was denied hard by the head varsity coach. Second down, 5 yards from the just inside the 24. Fumble! Picked up. Sack. He's got the ball going the other way. That was a fumble on the handoff exchange between Maloli and Garrett Smith. And number 1, again, I don't have the number. He came up with the pick and turned around and took it back a couple yards. Turnover, Mount Baker. They were marching the ball pretty well, too. Now we got Nooksack coming up. Let's see what the Nooksack Junior Varsity offense has going store. Looks like they're going to be led by number 18, Henry Lind at quarterback. I would love to give you guys some names, everybody, but there's numbers on here that I don't have. We understand that the video's a little choppy. We're working through it, guys. Have a little patience. Mount Baker in their 4-4. Handoff up the middle. There's a hold. Holy cow. Beautiful hold by number 67 on the Nooksack Valley offensive line, and it allowed the running back to get outside for a gain of 4. Second down, Nooksack. Jordan Hughes, the junior, number 55, with the throwback neck roll. Love that. Anchoring the defense in the inside with Brady West. Logan Steves is out there, number 90. Freshman Alex Maloli, outside linebacker. Baker's going to blitz. Ooh, and it's complete to number 1. Again, I don't have his number. It's some pretty bad angles right there. And he slips down at the Mount Baker 36-yard line. Baker threw a blitz, and the quarterback was just able to get it off a couple slips and slides later, and Nooksack's got a first down. Coach Johnson sending the house. Just not quite enough to get in there. Video is a little choppy, but hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. I'm going to keep talking. First down on the Nooksack 37-yard line. Snap to a 2-back set. And he slipped. He slipped down. Number 24, Vance Lawrence, the freshman from Mount Baker. The defensive end was there to touch him, so we'll give him credit for the tackle. Also on that defensive line, we got team Jesse Harward, Jesse Collins Dyke there in the middle. On the outside, down on this near side, we got number 26, a junior, Kevin Tucker, back. We got Kentner. And the 4 linebackers I've already gone over. Both Maloli brothers anchoring the outside. We got a run up the middle. Nice tackle. Logan Steves, first man there. Was able to take him down for 2 yards coming into the game. Drake Pinky coming in for Collins Dyke, giving the big man a little breather. It's going to be third down at about 7 for the Mountaineers. Thank you, Nick Bennett. Jackson Bennett is number 1 for the Pioneers. Appreciate that. Nooksack drops back to pass. Oh, and he just got it off, and he got pounded by Logan Steves, the defensive end. That's going to bring up 4th down. The punt formation. They got the punt. They got it off at junior varsity level. I would say that's a massive victory. The ball's going to roll backwards. It's going to end up being touchdown by Nooksack at the Mount Baker 41-yard line. Mount Baker's going to take over on offense, 0-0. 8 minutes gone, or 4 minutes gone in the first quarter. We got 7:59 left. Teams kind of feeling each other out. Some of these kids are getting their first high school looks. We got a lot of freshmen playing on both sides. Nerves are probably a little bit high right now until they get their first big hit or they get wet, one of the two. Mount Baker getting their personnel in. The freshman, not quite sure what's going on, but he's the last one out there. That's never a good thing for Devin Campbell. Got to pay attention there, big guy. Smith coming up under center. Kettner at the wing. 2 in the backfield. That's Brady West and Logan Steves. They're going to hand it off right up the middle. Brady lower. Steves leading the way up the hole, giving a good block on the inside linebacker. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Actually, they gave him 7. Little hometown spot right there. There's nothing wrong with that. Typical Mount Baker offense. Quarterback's going to have to come over to the sideline, get the play, run back out to the field, call the play. Landon Smith, younger brother of senior Garrett Smith, under center. He's going to take it himself. He's going to run over Nooksack Valley linebacker number 25, Jackson Bennett. Yikes. When a junior meets a freshman, that usually happens. That's going to be enough for a first down. That's going to march it all the way into Nooksack Valley territory. Baker's going to take over or get a first down on the Nooksack Valley 49-yard line. Mount Baker. Smith coming under center. Two wide receivers, one up top, one down below. Smith's going to pass. He looks, got Kentner out in the open. Shimmy, shake. He makes a couple people miss. First down, Baker. He was tackled by number 78. I think that's going to be Kyan Carter. He had 72 when he was playing in the varsity, so that's one of your guys that you got playing both ways. First catch for Kentner today. It's good for a first down. Takes all the way down to the Nooksack Valley 34-yard line. Two wide receivers down below. That's Kentner and Wyatt Pettigrew. Willem Maloli and Brady West in the backfield. Smith coming up under center. Takes the snap. They're going to give it to Maloli off the outside. He's got the corner. He's stiff arm. He's still going. Gets pushed out. Looks like it might be a first down, Mount Baker. He was pushed out by number 85, Wayne Silvis. And looks like they're going to call him a little bit short out on the 27. Still, that's a gain of 7 yards. Nice run for Maloli. If you remember that name, Willem had a fantastic run in the second half on Friday night. His dad almost jumped out of the stadium, kicked the camera. All sorts of fun stuff happened on Friday night. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. I think the whole county heard about it. Good run by Maloli. One thing about these Mount Baker running backs, they're going to run downhill with their shoulders, and they're going to hit you first before you hit them. Smith under center, bobbles a snap, right up to Steve. Steve slipped. He's down. We're going to give credit on the tackle, though, because he was the first man there. Well, I don't have a 67 on my sheet here, so I can't give 67. Can't give 67, my guy. Sorry there, buddy. Trying to give you some love. Third down and about the less than half a football length away for the Mountaineers, who are now on the 25-yard line. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Smith under center. He's going to hand it off to Maloli. Maloli gets stuck by my guy, 57 again. But Maloli gets the first down. That's going to move the chains for the Mountaineers. A little dive off tackle. Just give it straight to the tailback. Let the tailback work his magic. Sometimes those wide receivers, or not wide receivers, sometimes those running backs give a little shimmy and a shake and pop one. Like Jesse Sandy did on Friday night. He had a couple runs where he went straight up the middle, made a couple linebackers move, got outside, got some big yards. Jesse ended up rushing for, I think, 78 yards on Friday night. Smith under center, 2 in the backfield. He's going to spin, hand it off to Steve. Steve's right off the tackle. Logan's not going to go down. He's still fighting, and he took 5 Nooksack Valley Pioneers with him. Nice run by Steves. He was tackled by number 7. That's Caleb Kingma. Hey, I got a name and a number. Nice play. You can see the game that Coach Patterson's playing right now. He's alternating, letting the fullback lead for the tailback. Let the tailback lead for the fullback. Typical Mount Baker offense. 2 wide receiver set for Smith. Coming under center, Jordan Hughes, the junior. Got a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. And it's deflected by number 52 for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. That's John Stremler, 6'2", 190-pound defensive end. Got his big paw up there. Athletic play. That's going to bring up third down. We're going to call it 3 yards for the Mountaineers on the 15.76 yard line. Looked like Smith might have had Wyatt Kettner or Tyler Kettner going out there. Steves and Maloney in the backfield. Smith under center, takes the snap. Going to hand it off to Maloney. Maloney, can he get the corner? He breaks a tackle from number 3. He's still going. Oh, he's down just short. Unnamed player number 3 from Nooksack was out there. Just couldn't quite bring the strong running Maloney down. Willem takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. We're inside the red zone. They're in the goal line situation for the Pioneers. What's Mount Baker going to do? Can they punch this in to get the first score of the football game? This young Mount Baker offensive line for the junior varsities looking really good, getting some good blocks on these Pioneers from Nooksack Valley. A little bobble of the snap, but Smith picks it up, runs somebody over. Touchdown Mount Baker. Landon Smith, little bobble on the exchange from the center. He was able to pick it up, lower his shoulder, and he took the defensive end with him with a nice run for our Landon Smith, a junior. 6'1", 184 pounds. That kid likes to drink Dairy Gold milk, folks. Back to kick. We got a Zavala, and we got movement all over the place. There was more dancing in prom. Everyone trying to dance with each other on that one. They're going to move that back 5 yards. Mount Baker sending the offense back out there. Yeah, why not? Go for 2. Looked like number 5, freshman Hayden Rossi, was the first one to move. He moved. Nooksack moved. Mount Baker moved. We had a lot of people moving on that one. .335 to go. Baker's up 6-0. They didn't move the ball back. How is that possible? I guess they just put it right on the 2.5-yard line. Smith under center. Let's see what he can do now. He's going to keep it again, straight up the middle. Big push from that line. Yep, that's going to be a good 2-point conversion. Smith going straight up the middle with a little help from his friends, just like the song by the Beatles. It's now 8-0 with 3:35 left to go in the first quarter. Good drive right there by the Mount Baker Mountaineers. They're going to place the ball at the Nooksack Valley 30-yard line, or Nooksack's going to take over. That offensive line anchored by junior Jordan Hughes. Snapping the ball, coming straight ahead. He had big number 74, Jesse Harwood to his left. 68, Jesse Collins Dyke off to the right. Those between Team Jesse, they're going to average about 275 pounds. That's a whole lot of beef up front. Chum Doggy, Casey Newton, number 7. I have him as a different number. I'm glad I got that right. Thank you. There's a snap for Nooksack Valley, and they're going to call it dead. Caleb Kingma, the quarterback. What do we got here from Mr. Referee? False start on the offense. That's going to move Nooksack back 5 yards. Max Mestis, I'm sorry if I got that last name wrong, and Drake Pinky are now in at the defensive line. Vance Lawrence still at the defensive end position on the near side. Single back formation for Nooksack. I got 2 down below, 1 up above, 3 down below. Snap. He's going to pass. He's going to look in the middle. That's intercepted by Brady West, and he's got a blocker. He might take this to the house, and he does. That's a pick 6 for Brady West. Touchdown. Jackson Bennett had a chance, but Brady West is 180-plus pounds of chunk and train coming right down the field into the end zone for the pick 6 for the Mountaineers. didn't look like the quarterback had a very good grasp on the ball. I mean, the ground is soaking wet out here in Deming, Bob Tisdale Field. Kick is up and good from Zavala. Looks like the advice, the air quotes that I'm going to put up right now, the pep talk from Coach Ron Lepper on approaching the ball with a little more of authority worked. 15-0. Mount Baker over the Pioneers. Again, this is junior varsity, everybody, so this is going to be made up of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Some of these freshmen suited up for the varsity on Friday night. Maybe didn't get any playing time, so they're going to get a lot of playing time tonight. Some of the juniors, they did get some playing time, so they won't get as much. This is a good opportunity to showcase the young players, up-and-coming talent for both high schools. Ron Lepper has been a head coach at Mount Baker for better part of 2 decades. Craig Bartle, the new head coach at Nooksack, taking over for his second stint here. This quarterback better get rid of it. There's a lineman. That should be illegal touching. Can't throw it up to an offensive lineman. Number 18, Henry Lind. He's being introduced to Logan Steves on almost every play. Number 90, Alex Maloli, coming off, holding an area of his body where it probably doesn't feel very good right about now. Steves playing defensive end is normally a linebacker, but because of his speed, they moved him to an outside rusher. And then he jumps off sides. Got to watch the ball, boys. Yeah, it's all right. It's his first time down into a 3-point stance because Mount Baker runs their running backs out of a 2-point, linebackers out of a 2-point. It's kind of a funky angle for Logan. Into the game right now, number 11. That's Brent Anderson, the hooded warrior, wearing a hoodie underneath his sweat or his pads. Lind is out on the run. He took the snap ball to himself. There's a whole bunch of black over there. And he gets tackled, but he falls forward for the first down. Nice run for the quarterback. Actually, that's number 1, Casey Newton with the run. That a boy, Casey, putting your shoulder down, getting the first down. Both teams in the huddle. Baker breaking the huddle first. Looks like Casey Newton. No, yeah, is that Casey? No, that's sorry, that's not Casey Newton. That's going to be Jackson Bennett at the quarterback position right there. That's going to fall down to the ground. That's going to be incomplete. Second down, Nooksack Valley from their own 41-yard line. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mount Baker up 15-0. Mount Baker struggling with the personnel right now. They can't get guys on and off in time. 2 wide receivers above and below. Single setback. Jackson hands it off. Number 27. That's a great tackle by Vance Lawrence, the defensive end. Taking down number 27. Again, if anybody's watching in the Pioneer land, let me know who 27 is. Got to start giving that guy a shout out. Alex Maloney in for Brady West. Maloney in a position right there. He's playing outside linebacker right next to Jordan Hughes. Again, 2 split outs up above and below. Jackson at the quarterback, number 1, making some adjustments with the snap. He's in trouble. Breaks the tackle at Drake Pinkey and then gets crushed by Logan Steves from behind. Maloney there as well to help. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Pioneers. Jackson Bennett has been under pressure from these defensive ends from the Mount Baker Mountaineers this entire first quarter. Nooksack's dropping back to punt. Number 5, the freshman, Hayden Rossi. He's back to receive for the Mountaineers. Snap is good. Punt is off. It's going to take a bounce. Rossi's going to take it. He's got space on that far sidelines. He makes a little move, and he's going to be tackled by number 52, John Stremler. Took it on a bounce, gave it a ride, took it for about 15 yards. Nice play by the freshman. 32 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Both young teams playing right now. A lot of freshmen, sophomores, like we talked about earlier. To be able to play in a junior varsity game, you can't play more than 4 quarters of varsity. And that means even if you step on field, but in this shortened season, these teams are going to make exceptions. They want kids to get some playing time. Smith under center. West right behind him. They're going to run the option. Smith is going to keep it himself. He's going to lower his shoulder. He's keeping going. He's still moving. He's still moving. Holy cow, that took 7 Pioneers to eventually get Landon Smith down, but not after a gain of 9 yards. Hey, Landon, that's why we run the Prowler, buddy. I think Mount Baker is going to let the clock wind down. That's going to be it for the first quarter from Bob Tisdale Field here at the campus of Mount Baker High School. There it is. There's the whistle. 15-0. Junior varsity Mountaineers over the junior varsity Pioneers from Nooksack. So going back to what I was saying, if you're suiting up for the varsity, I asked Coach McHenry Pattison what the technical rules were for being able to play varsity and junior varsity. He was saying that you get a couple plays, couple snaps every quarter. All 4 quarters, you're pretty much not going to be able to play in the varsity or in the junior varsity game. Makes you ineligible because you can only play so much in a week according to the WIAA rules. But we got a shortened season here. So a lot of these kids you heard their names on Friday night. The names of Steves, Maloli. Kevin Tucker got out there, made a fantastic tackle late in the game. Jesse Harwood got some playing time. Jordan Hughes was out there on the special teams. One thing to keep your eye on here for the Mount Baker Junior Varsity team is we have 2 junior quarterbacks, Landon Smith and Brent Anderson, both fighting right now to see who's going to take over the reins next season after senior quarterback Mason Jacoby graduates. So this is a good chance for all you people out here in Whatcom County to see who might be coming up, being the next starting quarterback for the Mountaineers. You know Mount Baker is going to reload at the running back position. Well, there's Carl Tiska. He's way out on Deming Road, but you can hear Carl. Well, you can hear Carl from Peaceful Valley. All right, here we go. We're going to flip-flop sides of the field. Mount Baker is going to still be on offense. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Mountaineers. Ball is on the Nooksack Valley 47-yard line. 15-0 Mount Baker. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I hope you can see the sunset because from where we're sitting, it's pretty beautiful. Handoff on the outside. Number 25 for Mount Baker gotten tripped up. I don't even have a 25 on the roster. I think that's Bryson Moa, though. I have him down at 28, but great play by Nooksack Valley there to take Moa down for a loss. It's a good thing because he had this near side field wide open, and with the speed of Moa, who's one of the fastest players, not just on junior varsity, but on the varsity team as well, he could have been taking it to the house. That brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Mountaineers. Mount Baker coming out in the traditional wing T formation. Smith under center, takes the snap. He fakes. He's going to throw. He's got Kevin Tucker, who they're going to call it incomplete pass. He didn't have enough control of the ball. That's a good call by the referee. Kevin had the ball, tried to make a move, got hit immediately. I'm going to give Casey Newton the credit for that one. I think he was down on this side, but I don't know. But I know Casey. He's a good kid. It's going to be 4th down and 5. And Baker's going to go for it. Yeah. Number 42 for Mount Baker running off. I think that's Alder Giard right there. Giardi. 2 wide receivers to the far side. We got 2 in the backfield. Smith under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to let it launch, and he's got Wyatt Pettigrew with the big completion. A great throw by Landon Smith. Hitting Wyatt Pettigrew in stride down the far sidelines. Nooksack Valley kid, just the ball floated right over him. Pettigrew 6'1", and it's going to be really hard to jump with that guy. Pettigrew has the potential to be an all-state high jumper, so you're going to have to be really tall and be able to jump really high to keep up with him. And he's fast, as you can see. Zavala out, snaps down, and good, and we got another PAT. Nice job by the junior varsity. 10:59 left to go into the first half. Landon Smith looking impressive in his first half of action. Talking to Coach Pattison before the game, both quarterbacks are going to get a chance to play. So if Landon is here in the second quarter, that means that we're going to see Brent Anderson in the second half. If I had some comps for each quarterback on the release only, so I'm only talking about the release of the football. I'm not talking about anything else. Landon's kind of three-quarter release reminds me a lot of Phillip Rivers. Brent Anderson's over the top, little snap, flick of the wrist release reminds me a lot of Aaron Rodgers. 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Number 18 for Nooksack is back under center. That's Henry Lynn in the shotgun formation. He's going to look to throw up top, and that's off Casey Newton's hands. That's going to be incomplete. Looking like Henry Lynn's having a little problem getting his hand on the laces. He's got a little bit of a flutter to the ball, so he's just not getting a good grip on the ball. And for an offense that runs a spread and likes to throw the ball as much as they do, that's kind of a problem. Again, it's the winter in the Pacific Northwest, so the ground is not going to be very favorable. It's wet, it's mucky. Walking on the field before the game, it's just not in good condition. Handoff, bunch him out. Oh, he busts one up the seam. There's number 27 again. Running for a first down. Tackled by Willem Maloney. Oh, down goes the referee. Hopefully he didn't do anything. We need that referee. What a great run by number 27. I need his name, please. Someone give me his name. He took it right up the middle. He had a little... What's that? Tegan Brower. You're my guy. Little 5'7" freshman. Little savage out there running for the Pioneers. Taking a big run right up the middle for a first down. Shout out to the Nooksack Valley Video Department for the help on the names here. There's going to be a penalty. That means it's going to be movement, dead ball on the Nooksack Valley, probably on the offensive line. So let's give it to the entire line right there. That moves them back 5 yards. Ball is going to be placed on the Nooksack Valley 41-yard line. Just a little over 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Nooksack Valley coming up. Number 1, Jackson Barrett taking the snap. He's going to drop back. Oh, he's a lefty. Fumble. Nope, they're going to call it incomplete pass. The Oakland Raiders are going to disagree with that, but the New England Patriots are going to agree with that. Bennett, sorry, not Barrett, I keep saying Barrett. Jackson Bennett looked like he wanted to throw and then thought about it at the last second, held on to the ball, and it just slipped right out of his hands for an incomplete pass. Second down. Incomplete pass means the clock stopped. 10 minutes, 8 seconds left to go. Second quarter. Bennett back to throw again. The lefty under siege. He's going to throw it up, and that's not good. Oh, 3 Mountaineers there, including Maloney, Brent Anderson, and Landon Hanstead there. The ball hit Maloney's hands. bounce and came down incomplete. That's a bummer. That's a ball that needs to be picked off right there. But as Julia Roberts said in Pretty Woman, slippery little sucker. Third down, 15, ball on the 41-yard line. Clock stopped at 10 minutes, 1 second. Second quarter, Mount Baker up 22-0. Henry Lynn back in the field for the Pioneers, taking the shotgun snap. He's going to try and throw it. That ball is floated, and it hits Maloli for the second play in a row. Maloli's going to hear about that tomorrow in the gym. Incomplete pass. I think Nooksack's probably going to punt right about now. Hey, there's Coach Ron Lepper coming to check out his junior varsity squad. Landon Hanstead going back to catch the punt. I don't know what grade he's in, but he's fast. He's a freshman. Uh-oh. We got movement by the Pioneers. That's going to back them up 5 more yards. Looks like the referee was pointing at number 7, Casey Newton. You're going to pull Landon out, replace him with the junior, Tyler Kentner. Brady West getting coached up by Coach Derek Johnson. Number 23, Sawyer Johnson back. Nice punt, buddy. Kentner's going to take it. He's going to make a move. He's going to try to get to the outside. Plant and go. Nice little run back for about 15 yards for Kentner. He's going to take it up to the Mountaineer 48-yard line. Nice punt right there by Tegan Brower, the freshman. Mount Baker's going to take over at their own. Well, looks like they spotted it at the 49-yard line. 9 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in the first half. Yeah, Landon Smith getting the play from Coach McHenry Pattison, running on out. Let's see what Pattison has in store. Mount Baker's had really good field position pretty much all game. Haven't had to really move the ball too far. Kevin Tucker split out down below here. You got Steves in the backfield with Smith. Whoop, trips a little bit, stumbles, but he stays on his feet, follows his blocker. Number 74, Jesse Harwood. He's going to take it for about 5-6 yards. Good play on a first down. Second down, 4, clock running. Vance Lawrence in the backfield with Logan Steves. Kevin Tucker at the wing. Maloli down at tight end. Smith under center at quarterback. He's going to twist. He's going to hand it off to Vance Lawrence. Nice run off the left-hand side by the freshman Vance Lawrence. Picking up 7 yards. That's good for a first down. Mountaineers move the chains. Takes the ball down to the Nooksack Valley just inside the 40. Sun starting to go down. Delicate shades of pink, blue, and yellow floating around right now. What a beautiful day up here in Deming, Washington. Rain for a while. Hopefully the ski resort got some snow. I know Matt and I are jonesing to get back up there. 1st and 10. Mount Baker. 2 wide receivers on the far side. That's Tucker and Pettigrew. Vance Lawrence still in at the fullback. Logan Steves, tailback. Smith under center. Ooh, moved a little bit, and that's just not a good throw. Looked like it slipped a little bit. Landon's looking at his fingers, just floated on him, just a touch. He had Kevin Tucker open up there. That could have gone for a really long ways. Lights just getting turned on here at Bob Tisdale Field. That's going to be a pretty cool thing for the JV, getting to play under the lights in February. Smith under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Steve, straight off the left-hand side, right behind the tackle. Running for 7 yards. It's going to bring up the third down. Now they only gave him 6. Looked to me about 7, but it's all good. Even the referees need some practice. Still, it's going to be third down. Short for the Mountaineers. Smith breaks the huddle. Kettner to split out. Down to the near side. Pettigrew up above. 6'1", Pettigrew. Got a undersized cornerback on him. Hopefully they see that. Nope, they're going to run straight up the middle to Vance Lawrence, who keeps those legs a churning, and he's going to get a first down. Another good run by the freshman, Vance Lawrence. 7.5 minutes left to go in the half. 22-0 Mount Baker. Not a lot of personnel changes going on for the Mountaineers right now. They're moving the ball quite well. Smith breaks the huddle. Kettner and Pettigrew spread out to the left side, far side of the field. Lawrence in at fullback still. Steve's in at tailback. Smith under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle. One plant by Logan Steves. He turns it up the field. He gets gang tackled. First person there, though, was John Stremler for Nooksack. Nice job rallying to the ball by the Pioneer defense. But not after Steves takes the ball for 8.5 yards on a really good first down run by Logan. Brings up second down for the Mountaineers. The ball is resting on the Pioneer 18-yard line. Willem Maloli in at tailback now for Steves. They're going to go all the way around. Little trickeration. Kettner, going to make the corner. Can he plant inside on the slippery field? He does. Turns it back in. Gets tackled. Casey Newton is out there to help turn him in. Number 52, Stremler, out there for the play as well. But Kettner's going to get outside, get the first down. Wayne Silvis was out there as well. But the ball's going to be placed at the 6-yard line. Inside the 10, Mount Baker's in the red zone again, knocking on the door, looking to put up another touchdown in the first half. 6 minutes to go in the first. Half, that is, second quarter here. Mount Baker just churning up the yards right now on the ground. Smith has a huge pass touchdown to Wyatt Pettigrew earlier in the first quarter. Smith under center. Drops back to pass. He's going to throw. He's got Alex Maloli, who breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Mount Baker for the freshman. Nice pitch and catch by Landon Smith to Alex Maloli with a touchdown. 28-0, Mount Baker. Nice job by Maloli to catch. Turn it upfield. Had somebody hanging off of him. But he remembered those days doing prowler sprints. He kept his leg moving. Alex is one of the stronger freshmen that we have in the weight room. Snap is up, snap is down, and good. Another awesome kick by Zavala. Looks like the pep talk by Coach Lev worked. Zavala, so far, he's perfect. I think Neckrol Hughes is the one who's given the long snaps, and Brent Anderson doing a good job getting the ball down. Laces out. We don't need a Ray Finkel going on the Bob Tisdale field. Yard line where Nooksack Valley is going to take over on offense. Out comes the Mount Baker defense. Who do we got at quarterback? Because it's been a carousel. Number 18 is back there. That's Henry Lynn, the sophomore. 2 wide receivers to each side. That play got whistled dead. Another movement penalty by the Pioneers. False start. I think that's about their fourth or fifth false start right there. So they got something going on out there where they're just not quite on the same page out there with that offensive line and the quarterback. Moves the ball back 5 yards. The ball is going to be placed on the Nooksack Valley 25-yard line. Nooksack breaks the huddle. Lynn behind center, making sure everybody's set before he tries to take the snap. He's going to drop back. Little swing pass outside. Maloli misses the tackle, but there's the entire Mount Baker defense. Everybody was out there. Maloli was out there first. Number 50, that's Edwin Asensio. He was out there. Nice play by the freshman. Let's call out some other numbers who could have been out there. I don't know who number 42 is. You're not on my list. But you were out there. Lynn at quarterback, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. He's going to throws a duck. Kevin Tucker with a great play. He's holding on for dear life. Great play by Kevin Tucker, the junior. Was able to shed his block, grab a foot, and hold on. That's a good thing he held on, because if number 3 for Nooksack Valley was able to break it, there was a whole lot of green out in front of him, and that kid probably is still running. He wants first chair tomorrow, Matt. He's just going to be running all the way up to the ski resort. Hey, it's 4:20 left in the first half. Mount Baker up 29-0. Shotgun formation. Lynn takes the snap, hands it off, right up the gut, draw play. Jordan Hughes was able to make the tackle, not after a gain of about 4 yards for Nooksack. Number 23, Sawyer Johnson on the carry. See what Nooksack decides to do here. Looks like they're going to go for it. Why not? You're down by 30. Lynn, shotgun formation again. 2 wide receivers to each side. Takes the snap, hands it off, draw play up the middle. He's got some blockers. He's got a first down. What a great play by Nooksack. Number 27 on the carry. That's a great play. Baker's starting to get a little over aggressive on the defensive line. They're getting pressure, getting into the backfield. Why not run a draw play? First down, Nooksack from their own 46-yard line. Hey, look, same formation. Lind out to his right, but he's a lefty, so he's probably going to tuck it. Brady West grabs him by the jersey, spinorama, throws him down to the ground on about the 41-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards. Nice play out there by Brady. Second down. The clock's running under 3 minutes left in the first half. We got a timeout on the field. Mount Baker, called by defensive coordinator Derek Johnson. Not sure what Coach Johnson saw there, but there was something that he didn't like. That's for darn sure. So why not burn a timeout? Pretty impressive first half by the Mount Baker Junior Varsity team. Defense so far playing stout. Nooksack has had some good plays. They've been there. They've got some good runs on some draws. But with a team that relies as much on the pass as the Pioneers do, you're going to have to start completing the ball downfield a little bit. And that means that quarterback Jackson Bennett and Henry Lind, who are kind of going back and forth at the quarterback position, they're going to have to make a throw one of these days. But the balls are slippery. There's mud on them. And talking with senior quarterback Mason Jacoby today about the game, he said a couple of those throws that he had that wailed a little bit, ball had some mud on it, so you just got to deal with it. Lind in the backfield. He takes a snap, bobbles it. That's recovered. Plays like that will drive a coach nuts. Second down. Nope, third down. Ball marked on the Nooksack 40-yard line. Every time Mount Baker gets a step, or Nooksack Valley takes a couple steps forward, they shoot themselves in the foot and end up moving backwards. Lynn takes the snap, shotgun, dual formation. He hands it off to number 1. Jackson Bennett slips. Not that he was hit or tackled. He just slipped on the turf. Tried to plant, but got the outside of the shoe where there's not a whole lot of cleats, not a whole lot of support in the ground, and he just goes down. It's fourth down and a really long ways for the Pioneers. Coming up on 90 seconds left to go in the first half. Nooksack back in punt formation. Nooksack getting some people out at the very last minute. Ugh. Well, he said go, but the center didn't snap the ball and everybody else moved, so that's going to be we got offsides on the defense. Yeah, why not? Move it up 5 yards. Still fourth down and forever. Still fourth down and about 14 yards. If you're right on top of the ball, that's kind of inexcusable. Got to run the clock. Clock's not running. Clock needs to be running. There we go. I don't know what Nooksack's waiting for here. Clock's running. Hopefully they just don't stand in punt formation forever. Bueller. Not quite sure what's going on here, but there should be a play clock running, and Nooksack's just holding on to the ball. Should be a 30-second play clock. I mean, they called a delay a game in the varsity game. Yeah, I think I think that's a pretty smart move by the coaches. No need to give Mount Baker the ball with too much time left, but I don't think Mount Baker's going to try and do much up 30 in the first half. 38 seconds left to go. Yeah, my two video guys are chatting it up over here, the Nooksack and Mount Baker video guy, talking about Duke Haliapiapi. Yes, I got to say it. Yeah. What a great name. I want to meet that kid. If he needs a strength coach, I have one for him. It's me. Caught by Landon Hanstead, I think. Nope. Number 5, that's going to be Hayden Rossi. Look at the guy go. Carrying tacklers. Nice return of about 10 to 12 yards for the freshman. Duke, if you're listening to this, I've worked with over 100 plus Division I athletes, 40 first team All-Americans. I can help. 26 seconds left to go in the first half. And I have a gym at my house, Duke. I'm just saying. Right there at East Hemi and Mission Road on the border of Bellingham and Everson. It's going to be a quick commute for you. All right, Landon Smith coming under center for the Mountaineers. Dominating performance. They're going to throw the ball here. He's going to chuck it up, and he's got Kentner open. Oh, my, right off his fingertips. Landon kind of floated that one a little bit. Not quite sure why we're throwing bombs up 29 in the first half, but I'm not coaching. Second down, 10. Ball marked at the just inside the 50-yard line on the Mount Baker side of the field. Smith coming back out. Second down. 20.7 seconds left to go into the first half. When we go into the halftime here, everybody, I'm going to mute my microphone and I'm going to go get some hand warmers because my hands are starting to get cold. Have a little bit of water. I can tell the voice is getting a little raspy here. Smith under center, wing T formation. They're just going to hand it off. Good play. Who is that? That's Willem Maloli trying to bounce it outside, but he got taken down by number 25. Jackson Bennett was out there. Number 85, that's Wayne Silvis was out there. Nice play, guys. That's just going to run the ball down and take us to halftime, everybody. There it is. There's the whistle, horn, siren, whatever you got. 29-0 at halftime here on the campus of the Mount Baker High School. I'm going to take a little break as Tom Horseman's walking away. He's walking a little gingerly. Looks like Sean T kicked his butt this weekend. Oh, he's got his fit test, he says. He's got to go home and get some carbs. All right, everybody. We'll be back in 6 minutes. All righty, everybody, here we go. I hope you're ready for the second half. I know I am. Got under a minute left to go as the clock's counting down here. My hand warmers are all nice and toasty. My hands are going to get warm. Junior Brent Anderson's warming up on the sideline. I had about 700 text messages correcting me that Landon Smith is a sophomore, not a junior. Thank you to the entire community of Deming and Acme for reminding me of that. In case you missed the first half, scores 29-0 Mount Baker. The only things that really went wrong for Mount Baker was Alex Maloli dropping 2 possible interceptions in 2 plays. Fumble on like the second or third play of the game that Nooksack Valley was able to scoop up, but other than that, pretty flawless first half by the Mountaineer junior varsity team. Nooksack, on the other hand, well, they had some struggles. 2 quarterback system between Jackson Bennett and Henry Lynn. Neither one of them really found their stride throwing the ball, struggling a little bit, which in a spread offense is not ever a good thing. They're going to have to get that tightened up into the second half. Missed it on Friday night. These teams came to an agreement that there's going to be no kickoffs, kick returns due to the limited amount of practices to try to minimize the injury possibility. So, at the start of every half and after a touchdown, they're going to place the ball at the 30-yard line. And that's where Nooksack Valley is going to take over to start the second half as they're going to be on offense. Let's see who comes out for quarterback. Looks like Henry Lind is going to be the one calling the plays in from the sideline. Ball's at the 30-yard line. We got Max Maestas on there, down on the defensive line, number 61 with Jesse Harwood. Lynn takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and he gets met by Logan Steves right away. What a great play by Logan. Stuck him right in the hole, and the poor guy ended up losing 2 yards. Second down and 11. According to the scoreboard, according to me, second down and 12. Logan playing defensive end, the other defensive end on the far side, trying to see a number. Number 24, I think that's Bryson. No, that's Vance Lawrence. Linebackers are Jordan Hughes and Brady West. Lynn drops back. He's under pressure immediately, and he gets met and crushed by Willem Maloli. Great open field tackle by the sophomore. Lynn didn't really have a chance. He tried to get outside. Maloli put his helmet right in his chest and slammed him to the ground. Here comes Drake Pinky into the game. Replacing number 24, Vance Lawrence. Drake's been suffering from some shin splints that we've been trying to work through, so he's not wearing leggings. He's got some neoprene sleeves on to help keep the muscle compacted against the shin. Lynn back in the shotgun formation, takes a snap. Handoff, trap up the middle. Nice little shimmy, shake, and a move. Met by, let's see, Brady Anderson, Jordan Hughes, Willem Maloli, Jesse Harwood. Good hard run by the running back, number 27. But that's going to bring up fourth down. And a long way to go. Speedy Wyatt Pettigrew taking on back and to receive the punt for the Mountaineers. Number 25, Jackson Bennett in the backfield, looking to take the snap to punt the ball away. Good, nice spiral snap. Punt, almost blocked. Wyatt's going to do the smart thing and just let it bounce as it comes down to about the 47-yard line where it's touched up by Casey Newton. That's where Mount Baker's going to take over on offense with 9:53 left in the third quarter. Here comes number 11, Brent Anderson, taking over at quarterback for Landon Smith. Landon played a really good first half, dropped a dime to Pettigrew down the far sideline for a big touchdown. Anderson rolling the hoodie under the pads. I don't blame him. It's cold out. He's got Brady West and Willem Maloney in the backfield. Anderson under center, takes the ball, turns, hands it off. Brady says, hey, get out of my way, Drake Pinky. I'm going to keep running and running. There's 4-5 Nooksack Valley Pioneers trying to take down Brady West, but he runs for a first down. That's a first down play of 13 yards. Really nice run by Brady West, number 44, fullback. Brady, also sophomore, 5'9", buck 72. I think 72 of those pounds are in his calves. Dude's got monstrous calves. Makes me kind of jealous. Anderson under center. Tyler Kettner at the wingback. Pettigrew split out on the far side. Anderson takes the ball, hands it off to Willem Maloli, who breaks a tackle and goes outside. And if Willem can shed this, he's gone. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Down the sidelines. Pushed out of bounds. What a play by Willem Maloli. He was knocked out of bounds by junior Ethan Foote, number 14. But Willem just did not want to go down and takes it all the way down to the Pioneer 5-yard line. What a run by Willem Maloli. Good job, buddy. Good tackle, too, by Ethan Foote. Taking the angle, cutting him off, keeping him out of the end zone. Don't know if that's going to keep the Mountaineers out of the end zone, though, as we're back in the red zone again. Mr. Anderson is coming under center. Smith and Maloli in the backfield. Two wide receivers. Pettigrew on the far side. Kettner on the short side. Brent spins. I'm not quite sure what that play was, but they lost a whole bunch of yards. Looks like they tried to run, I don't know, maybe a counter or a crisscross play to Maloli, but that got blown up. Good penetration by the defensive line. Let's give a shout out to some people. I don't have a 57, but hey, great play, 57. Who else was out there? Kyan Carter. He saw some time on Varsity on Friday night when the Pioneers hosted the Mountaineers on senior night. Kettner, Pettigrew splitting out to the left side, the far side of Brent Anderson, the junior. Brent clapping up his offensive line, saying, let's go, boys. Let's punch this in. Taking the snap, hands it off, straight up the middle. Steve's just running people over. Man, Logan runs hard. Logan has laid the boom down on a couple guys trying to meet him in the hole in the middle, and it hasn't gone very well for them. Again, he was met by number 57. I don't know who that is. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 with the ball still on the 5-yard line for the Mountaineers. Clock's running. Anderson comes up, gives the center a little butt tap. Says, here I am. Snap the ball, drop back to pass. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. Is it? Touchdown, Alex Maloli. What a great pass by Brent Anderson. First play of the game, or first throw of the game for Brent. Touchdown, Mel Baker. What a great play. Threw to the outside shoulder. Maloli turned it up. Knew he was going to get hit. Scored anyways. Good play. Good catch by the freshman. But a good throw by Brent. First one of the game, and that's a touchdown. That's kind of like a guy being called up in Major League Baseball and hitting a home run in his first at-bat. A la Will Clark. Back in the 80s. For the majority of you people, you don't even know who Will Clark is because I don't even know if you were born yet. Snap, hold, kick. Good. More points for Baker. Score is now 36-0. Back in the 80s, there were two baseball players who went to, I believe it was Mississippi State. It was Will Clark and Rafael Palmeiro. They were the original Bass brothers. Will Clark gets called up to the big leagues by the San Francisco Giants. First at bat. Homeboy goes yard. That's probably why he's in the Hall of Fame. Brent Anderson. First play of the game. First pass of the game for Brent. Touchdown. Kind of the same thing, but not. Brett's a big fan of Justin Bieber. I like to turn it on and play it in the weight room because Brett's got his dancing shoes on most of the time. Nooksack Valley back on the offense. Lynn takes the ball. He's going to fake it. He's going to throw, spring out, caught by Casey Newton. He's got a block, not a very good one. And then Logan Steves says, "Hello, how are you? I'm going to put you in the ground as hard as I can." That's a loss of about 4 yards. Logan playing that defensive end position, just came straight down the line, made a great play. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the third quarter, scores 36-0, Baker. Was told that Henry Lynn, the quarterback right now for Nooksack, never played quarterback before, never took a snap, and there's Logan Steves again with a sack. Ugh. Good play by Logan, but Henry bobbled the snap just long enough to let Logan just Logan says hello politely. Mr. Lind is having a rough go of things in his first time playing quarterback for the Pioneers. Looks like we're going to have a new center. I don't know what's going on with Jordan Hughes. We got a run, little counter play by, a guy breaks a tackle, but then he met Tyler Kittner. Landon Hanstead out there on the tackle. Nice little gains for the Pioneers. Only a couple yards. Still going to be fourth down. And, well, how many miles is it into Bellingham? Because it's about that far. The Pioneers have been behind the sticks pretty much all night. What that basically means is when they have a long way to go to get a first down. They're going to go punt formation again. Who's on back? Number 5, Hayden Rossi is back. There's a punt. Kicks it straight up into the air. Going to get short. Get out of the way is what the coaches are yelling. And it comes down on about the 35-yard line. Only a punt of 10 yards. Mount Baker's taken over with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Max Maestas, I believe. Maestas. In for center. Jordan Hughes is, I don't know what he's doing, but he's got his hand on a plastic bag. I don't know what Jordan plans on doing with that plastic bag, but knowing Jordan, it does not have good intentions. Brent Anderson taking the snap, hands it off to Vance Lawrence up the middle. Vance running over 1, 2, 3 total Nooksack Valley players, and he carries 2 of them for 10 yards, and that's going to be another first down. Mount Baker, Vance is running with some authority tonight, making a name for himself, wants to become one of the next big-time running backs for Mount Baker. Hopefully we get a junior high season because I'm going to unleash a running back on our junior high squad that Matt and I coach. Maybe the kid learns to eat something. He'll put some weight on, be even more of a load to handle. Right, Dylan? Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to Vance. Great tackle there by, again, number 57, who I don't know, but that's a great play on Lawrence. Stout little middle linebacker there. Was helped up by number 52, John Stremler from Nooksack. I think Jackson Bennett was in on the play as well. Clock's running, second down. Ball's on the 15-yard line for Mount Baker. Got Vance Lawrence at fullback, Bryson Moa in at tailback. Brent Anderson takes the snap. He hands it off. Bryson Moa got met right away. God, who's 57? Yeah, your linebacker. I need to know his name. I've called that number about a dozen times. That kid's playing his tail off right now. Sorry, he's a defensive tackle. As I'm communicating with the Nooksack Valley videographer who's messaging Sumas, trying to get an update. Man, that kid's playing a heck of a ball game. I want to give that kid a shout out. Brent under center again. Snap, spin, up the middle. I think that's again to Vance Lawrence, number 24. Vance has got to be getting close to 100 yards, I think. He's just churning and burning. Looking strong. Here comes number 26, Kevin Tucker, into the game, and the wing back, replacing number 3, Landon Hanstead. Landon's going to be running the 800 for the Mount Baker track and field team. Maybe I can talk him into running the mile. We'll see. One name I haven't called tonight is number 9, Marcus George. Marcus actually hyperextended his knee on a 20-yard run play on Friday night. Talked to Marcus today, said he's feeling better, but the knee's still a little swollen, so they're going to keep him out of the game tonight. Brent steps back, hands it off to Kevin Tucker. Kevin bobbles it. He got popped trying to turn the corner. This is where I have my binoculars, but I'm not using them. Let's see. Oh, hey, these binoculars really work. There's number 44. Let's give Bradley Blake some credit. Hey, they focus too. Number 23, Sawyer Johnson. 52, John Stremler. I've said his name a couple times tonight. But I got to find out who that number 57 kid is. His name is Damian. Thank you, Alyssa Brown. What's Damian's last name? Perez? I want to give that kid a high five after the game. Damian Perez, number 57. We got another touchdown for Mount Baker. You know what? I'm going to give Perez credit for the tackle. That takes the score to 42-0, Mount Baker. Thank you, Nooksack Valley people, for helping me that. Really appreciate that. Man, I want to make sure these kids get the recognition they deserve. Tough night for the Pioneer JV team, and we got movement. About half of Mount Baker moved, half of Nooksack moved. It looks like a cut scene from Dirty Dancing. Too many people dancing at once. For those of you that don't know, Dirty Dancing was a movie that came out in the 80s, which is a generation that a lot of you don't quite know. I do. I grew up in the 80s. Let's try this again. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 43-0 Baker. Just over a minute left to go in the third quarter. If I had to pick an MVP for Nooksack, I'm going to give it to Damian Perez. That kid actually, he's playing a really, really, really good game. Who else have I said? Tegan Brower, I said his name a bunch. Sawyer Johnson. I saw a big guy in the warm-up, number 60. Victor Cruz. Haven't called his name much. His sleeves his white sleeves are pretty white, so I don't think he's been playing much on the defensive side of things. Let's give some of these Nooksack kids some shout-outs here. Trying to see where Brock Lankar is. Garrett Brulin. Where's he at? Where's 63? All right, here we go. Henry Lynn in the shotgun formation. Fake, hands it off. That's not going to go very far. Drake Pinky, the last one off the pile. So that means he was the first one on the tackle. Nice play by Drake. No gain for the Pioneers. Looks like right about now the size of this Mount Baker defensive line is starting to wear these Nooksack Valley linemen down just a little bit. I mean, Jesse Harwood runs 270 pounds. Drake Pinky, 215 pounds. Drake could be hands down the strongest pound-for-pound guy on this JV team. That kid is a savage in the weight room. Snap to Lynn. Handoff to number 1, Jackson Bennett. He got introduced very impolitely to Willem Maloli. Number 24, that's Vance Lawrence. And Landon Smith, the quarterback, getting some snaps on the defensive side. Good play by Landon. That's the end of the third quarter, everybody. We got 12 more minutes of fun left to go. 43-0, Mount Baker Junior Varsity over the Junior Varsity boys from Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Pretty cool to see the JV getting some love with the live stream. Don't know if we're going to be able to do this all season long, but we wanted to give a shout out definitely for the first game to all the people that you're not going to necessarily see on a Friday night for the next, I don't know, you might see some, but some you might not see for a year or two. Good to get some of these boys some snaps. These kids have earned it. Everybody loves playing football. I just don't know how many people love playing football in the Northwest in February. Oh, hey, there's Dylan Moe. He didn't even get to hear my shot at him. That's unfortunate. Hopefully his mom tells him, right, Sam? When Nooksack comes back on the field, it's going to be third down, 8 to go. Ball on their own 32-yard line. Field's been extremely tilted, not in their favor this game. I don't think Nooksack's gotten past the 50-yard line at all yet today. Talking to the Mount Baker coaches, they were a little worried about some of these younger kids, how they would react. I'm sure if I talked to the Nooksack people, they would have said the same thing. Yeah, I know Garrett Brulin starts on the line, but I was told by my brother today that he would be down here playing, but maybe he's not. Henry Lynn in the shotgun position. Spread offense. 2 above him, 2 wide receivers above, 2 wide receivers down below. Oh, he tried to draw the Mount Baker Mountaineers offside, but they stayed tight. Handoff up the middle. Oh, what a fantastic play by Vance Lawrence. Wow, he shed the block of number 67. I don't have that number. Sorry, buddy, can't give you some love there, but John Stremler was out there too, but not a very good play right there. Just a hell of a play by Vance Lawrence. I think that's an okay 4-letter word. Sawyer Johnson back to take the snap. Timeout in Nooksack. That's kind of funny. Landon Smith was the quarterback trying to receive the punt, but now he's going to switch spots with the speedy Willem Maloli. 67 is Brulin, huh? All right. I wonder if Garrett is related to our 8th grade quarterback, Brady Brulin. I know there's a Brulin that lives out in Everson because they lived down the street from my parents for a while when my parents lived out in Everson. If you guys are enjoying this Junior Varsity podcast, why don't you send an email to the superintendent's office or Coach Ron Lepper and tell him to have us do this a few more times. I wouldn't mind doing this on a couple other home games. It's going to be interesting for the next couple weeks. Friday, we're playing at Blaine, against Blaine, but I believe we're the home team. Matt's going to be there. I'm going to try to be there, but I'm going to be surfing in Costa Rica as I leave on Friday for 10 days. And we're going to beauty part of technology is I can Skype in. Matt and I are going to be playing around with that this week so I can make sure and call the game with a umbrella cocktail in hand with my feet on the sand. Johnson receives the punt, almost gets it blocked. Maloli fumbles it, but he recovers it. Nice play there. Number 3. Again, don't have number 3 for Nooksack, but he made a good play. Made Maloli take his eyes off the ball just long enough to bobble it, but Willem was able to jump on the ball. They're going to run the clock now. An extra 2 seconds. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the game. Brett Anderson still in at quarterback for the Mountaineers, a junior. Vance Lawrence coming in at running back. Looks like Bryson Moe is in at tailback. Excuse me. Hayden Rossi split out wide. Alex Maloli at tight end. Oh, we're missing somebody. Timeout by Mount Baker, missing a wingback. Kind of hard to run a wing T without a wingback. I think Nooksack plays Meridian next week. Yeah, got the head nod from the videographer out here for Nooksack. So the varsity team, are you guys in Saturday at Laurel? You know what time? 7 o'clock. Mount Baker's traveling to Blaine to play Blaine. 7 p.m. kickoff time. That's going to be kind of fun for the Mount Baker. Anybody that actually gets to go up and play on the brand new artificial turf that Blaine put in. Apparently the stadium just looks amazing. We were out there for a junior high game last year while I was still under construction in a grass field, but Blaine's got it going out there. Now they just need a football team to get it going too. I want to give a shout out to my client, Jackson Courtlever. Nice game the other night, buddy. Leading receiver for the Blaine Borderites. Snap to Anderson. Hands it off to Bryson Moa. One plant, turns it upfield. Nice tackle again by number 27. It's going to bring up second down. 6 yards to go for the Mountaineer offense. I want to see Pattison let Anderson unleash one here. Brett's got a pretty decent arm. I would like to see him air it out. Maybe take a shot down here to Ryan Carter, the receiver. But nope, we got a fumble. That's recovered by the Pioneers. Little fumble exchange between Anderson and number 24. That's going to be Vance Lawrence at the fullback position. Ball hit the ground. Scooped up by that little savage, number 27 over there for the Pioneers. Henry Lynn back in the shotgun formation. Did you know that Nooksack Valley did not go under center at all on Friday night, and the trend continues here today as, again, they don't go under center. Shotgun snap, Lynn, quick throw all the way out. Not sure who he was throwing that out to. Number 1 and 14 was out there. Number 14 is Ethan Foote. Number 1 is Jackson Bennett, who played a little bit of time today, quarterback, earlier in the game. Landon Smith running to get off the field. Lynn, shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers down below. He's going to hand it off. Number 27. And he's met there again by Logan Steves. Guy's having himself a game today. Bryson Moa also there on the help with the tackle. Steves is making a case, saying, hey, coach, give me some more varsity snaps. I'm pretty good at this defensive end thing. Under 8 minutes and counting left to go in the game. Mount Baker up 43-0. Ball's on the Nooksack Valley 41-yard line. Third down and really long. 2 wide receivers to the top. 2 down below for Henry Lynn. Snap, good. Drops back. He's going to throw it. He flops it. Oh, it is caught and then fumbled. Oh, that's unfortunate. Caught by number 44, that was Bradley Blake, and he saw the end zone, and then he puts the ball on the turf, and freshman number 90, Alex Maloli, was there to cover it up. Looked like Willem Maloli read the ball, and it floated, but sailed over his head right into the arms of Bradley Blake, but he just couldn't take it to the house. That's unfortunate for the Pioneers. They could have really used something positive like that. Blake's over there on the sideline looking at his hands. It's like, it's not your hands, buddy. It just happens. Shake it off. Have the memory of a goldfish. Brent Anderson coming up under center. He spins, turns, hands off. Hand it off to Brady West, who's met by 4. My guy. There he is. Damian Perez was there. That a boy. Whole host of others. Number 52, John Stremler. He was out there. Number 68, Brock Lankar. Thank you. He was out there. Second down, 9 for the Mountaineers on their own 35-yard line. Anderson takes a handoff. He's looking to throw. Hits Willem Maloli out in the flat, and Willem dropped it. Normally on an incomplete pass, the clock stops, but they're just going to run this clock down. It's still running. We're coming up on 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Third down, 9 for the Mountaineers. Anderson running the play in, taking the play off the sideline from Coach McHenry Pattison, calling the offensive plays. Derek Johnson calls the defensive plays for the Mount Baker Junior Varsity team. Lawrence in a tail fullback. He's going to throw. Brent Anderson's going to throw. He throws on the run. Throws a dime. That's a really good throw. A little too much sauce possibly. Pass attempted for number 90, freshman tight end, Willem Maloli. Incomplete. Alex Maloli, sorry. Looked like Brent had some greenery over there. I wonder if Brent couldn't have tucked that thing down and taken it for a spin. Brent's got some wheels on him. He could have made that first down, kept the clock running. Well, they're running the clock anyways. Baker doing something they haven't done yet tonight. Come out and punt formation with 4th down, 9 to go. I don't blame them. Kick the ball away, huh? Oh, what are they going to do? Call a delay a game? Now they're actually going to pay attention to this? Too many men on the field. First game, it's going to happen. Easily fixable with some locking down the player personnel for the next game against the Blaine Borderites. Zavala back to receive the punt for the Mountaineers. Pioneers running somebody in. They didn't have enough people on the field. We had too many. Almost blocked. Up. Fair catch called for, but bobbled. But number 14, Ethan Foote. Not the best punt from Zavala. Gives the Pioneers the ball at the 50-yard line. Good field position for the Pioneers with a little over 3 minutes left to go in the game. Clock's still running. They're not going to stop the clock for the rest of the game, folks. So it's going to, these next 3 minutes are going to go by pretty quick. Henry Lind still in at quarterback. I got $5 that says they come out in a shotgun formation. There we go. 2 wide receivers above, 2 below. Snap. Good. Spin, throw, nice throw, pitch and catch, missed tackle. Great catch by number 3. Don't know who you are. Thomas Abelstein, but he's still down on the field. He took a pop over there from Brady West and a whole host of others. Nooksack Valley coaches coming over checking, but Derek Johnson from Mount Baker is there. Didn't quite sure to see where he landed, but he's still down, kind of clutching at his ribs a little bit. I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or what. All the players out on the field are down on a knee. They did stop the clock. 2:42 left in the game. Coaches were able to help him up. He's walking it off. Attaboy. Pretty gingerly walking back to the sideline. I'm pretty safe to say his night's done. Hope he's okay and he can come back again next week and put on the purple and represent the Pioneers of Nooksack. Hey, here's something we haven't seen tonight. Nooksack in a shotgun formation. Two wide receivers to the top and bottom and a fumbled punt. And Logan Steves, first one there, couldn't get on it. Drake Pinky was there. He came in like a freight train, but what happens when freight trains try and stop? They just keep on going. They don't stop real quick. And Drake just slid right on over the ball. Ball moved back into Pioneer territory after they finally got a snap in Mount Baker territory. It's 3rd down and 11 for the 49-yard line. 4 wide receivers out, low snap. 2 missed tackles. Good tackle out there by Landon Hanstead. We had a couple guys miss. Bryson Moa missed the tackle. Vance Lawrence missed the tackle, but Hanstead came up, make a play, went down low, grabbed him by his legs, took him down. Nice little 6-yard gain for the Pioneers. Brings up 4th down. Still got 6 more to go. You're going to go for this. There's 90 seconds plus left in the game, and you're down by quite a bit. So, yep, you're going to go for this. Let it fly here, Henry Lynn. Let's go, buddy. Takes the snap, drops back. He's got some time. Lets it float. Broken pass, broken up by number 44, Brady West. That's pretty much going to do it, folks. The clock is at 1 minute and 10 seconds counting left to go in the game. Mount Baker takes over on their own 45-yard line. They got a bunch of people shuffling in and around. I'm not sure how enthusiastic Mount Baker is to want to run a play right about now, but they're just moving people all over the place. Probably going to be one of the last people, or one of the last games. I can't even talk right now. One of the last plays of the game with less than 30 seconds to go. Brent Anderson in a quarterback. Takes a snap, takes a knee, and that's going to do it, folks. Final score for the junior varsity teams today, 43 for the Mount Baker Mountaineers, 0 for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. I hope you guys enjoyed this. A lot of good young players out for both teams. Fortunately for Baker, the scoreboard says that they're the winners, but like I said on Friday night, I don't think there's any winners or any losers here. All these kids are winning. They get to play sports in the midst of a global pandemic. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I enjoyed talking for another 2.5 hours football for the Mountaineers. Next time the camera gets turned on, it's going to be out at Blaine High School. Matt's going to be freezing, and I'm going to be on a beach. I'm going to unplug this, Matt. I'm cold. I want to go home. I'm hungry.
No, we didn't. Derek, he's got to come up and pick the stuff up. Yeah. Or who's the other varsity? Mr.
Patterson.
All right, guys.
See you, John.
See ya.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll have to do it again sometime when it's a little cold.
Yeah, right?